Welcome. What's up, YouTube? What's going on? We got a hot podcast today, one of the hottest. There's been some controversy about this star being America's team. All these teams now all of a sudden want to call themselves America's team. So we're going to do a reaction. We're going to see who is really America's team. That star is a symbol of excellence. Respect the star. We ain't got to win Super Bowls to be the number one team in football. See, that's the whole thing. We just America's team because we are. We're going to go ahead and get this show kicked off. And before we get it kicked off, you know the procedures. You got to like.
Yes. Before we begin, go ahead, click that like button. Put us in the algorithm. Click that like button. And don't forget to comment below. Tell us who your favorite team is. We would like to know who your favorite team is. And if you think they're America's favorite team, because Luke seemed to think that the star still represents it, but I don't know about that. But anyway, go ahead, click that like button, comment, put a heart in the comment section. Share why keep this content to yourself, and go ahead and subscribe. It's 100% free, and click that notification bell so that you get notified when we'll be posting.
So do you believe your team is America's team? Do you believe that?
Well, Luke, if that's what they're saying, I can't really go against my Eagles. If they're saying that they're America's team, then, we're going to have to, I don't know. You gave me the news. Is that what they're saying? I mean, I can't go against them if that's what they're saying. Listen, hey.
The question was, ma'am, do you believe anything with a wing of an eagle on a helmet could be America's team?
I believe so. I believe the eagle has always represented our country. So, yeah, I would say this bird would be great for America's team. Yes, why not? I sure do.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure you could say that with your chest. Say it with your chest, dog. Say it with your chest. Because, like I said, they are not America's team. There's only one America's team. That's that star right there, a symbol of excellence. See, world known. See, you about to hear why. We are.
I would love to hear why. I would love to hear why you still think that you guys are America's team, because you haven't been playing like it. But let's take a look and see.
You can't take away America's team because we are America's team. See, we don't, just because we don't win Super Bowl, we still America's team. There's no better team in the world than the Cowboys. I don't know how you're not a Cowboy fan. See, that's how
Chiefs now, it can safely be said, are America's team. The Dallas Cowboys have had that moniker for a long time.
The Buffalo Bills are America's team. Cowboys were America's team because they were very good in that time of life.
It would seem, Jeffrey, that the Philadelphia Eagles are now America's team.
I mean, it tells you, though, how Detroit is sort of becoming America's team.
We have so much to look forward to. And look, the Commanders are America's team.
But when you look at what the Chiefs have done, and you look at the global brand recognition, it's really hard to say right now that the Kansas City Chiefs are not the new America's team.
Man, shut your up. Always remember this, folks. When they can't erase you, they gonna try to replace you. Hey, man, there's only one America's team out there. And no matter how much you guys may try to take it, I have to ask you the very, very serious with that America's team moniker. I don't even think you really know what you asking for. Let's get right into it, and be sure to subscribe for more Dallas Cowboys content on the regular. As you can see, whether we up or we down, everybody wants to be just like us.
The amazing AOC, watch us rise for the.
So, do you believe your team is America's team? That's the question.
Listen, Listen, I wouldn't be wearing this hat if I didn't think so. I wouldn't be wearing the
You
hat
might
if I
still wear
didn't
that
think
hat.
so.
You might still wear the hat, but I don't think you understand that y'all can't be America's team because it's only one America's team. See, your husband is a 49er fan. That's not America's team. See, I don't know what your surrounding is, but we are only America's team. It's only one. That's us. See, nobody else could do that. Can't nobody else be America's team while we're America's team.
Yeah, well, I don't know, Luke. I don't know. I think we play like America's team. That's probably why they were saying that. I would like to hear more what he has to say about your team.
To these little arguments that you all been making about America's team. First of all, whoever the mayor of the Washington Commanders is, you need to cut it out because y'all ain't nowhere near being America's team. Matter of fact, y'all just found y'all way out of America's toilet and America's septic tank.
Thank you. Out of the basement. They've been in the basement for 40 years.
And y'all really trying to finish cleaning up the boo-boo off of y'all organization. So before
That's right. Get the boo-boo off before you start. Or get you some of them pull-ups.
y'all start worrying about America's team, how about y'all build up a good resume first before you can even come up to the podium? Commanders, calm down. And with the Chiefs, I hear you guys, but it's funny to me that major outlets have to make up stats like this to try and position the Chiefs as if they have a higher level of importance than the Dallas Cowboys. When
Tell them
really,
what it got to be
I
to be America's team.
7 games in prime time for the Chiefs counted on this schedule by Fox NFL, but I see only 6 for the Cowboys. That's kind of strange.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, bro. Where is the Eagles? Where are they? Why? They're the Super Bowl champions. They beat the Kansas City Chiefs. They even beat my team, the Cowboys. Where's the primetime games? The America's team. Why don't America want to see them ugly uniforms of the Philadelphia Eagles?
They definitely want to see green. They definitely want to see green.
Why isn't it up on the screen? Where is it? There they go right there. They go to Eagle right there. See? That ain't enough. See that star? Look at the eagle. Star, eagle, star, eagle. See? We are America's team. I don't know why they're trying to put this Kansas City thing on here. They're a bunch of losers. They didn't just get beat in the Super Bowl. They got beat down in the Super Bowl. We ain't never got beat like that.
Yeah, thank you for that. Give my boys props where it's due. They sure did.
Take a look at it. The Cowboys have a Thursday night game to open up the season against the Eagles. That's one primetime game. A Sunday night game against the Packers. That's 2. A Monday night football game against the Cardinals. That's 3. A Monday night football game against the Raiders. That's 4. A Thanksgiving game against the Chiefs. That's 5. The Thursday night football game against the Lions. That's 6. A Sunday night game against the Vikings. That's 7. And a Christmas Day game against the Commanders.
Let's pause that right there. Now, do you see what America's team look like? Do you see this? Look at this schedule. Look at our record. We had a 7-10 record. Look at all the primetime games we got. Why do you think we got so many primetime games when we ain't won a Super Bowl in 30 years? Why do you think we got all of these primetime games? Ain't come nowhere near a Super Bowl.
Because your ticket sales must be really cheap because you guys suck. So a lot of people go to see them. So they figure, you know what?
We got the most expensive ticket in the game. See? See, this is what it takes to be America's team. I want you to look at that. This is what it takes to be America's team. You ain't got to win, and you still America's team. We ain't won nothing in 30 years. Troy Aikman is an old man now.
Listen, I love Troy Aikman. I'm not gonna sit here and say nothing bad about him. Troy Aikman. Always loved Troy Aikman.
But at this point in time, we all done got old. At this point in time, look at how many primetime games we got and look at our record. Our record is 7-10, and we got all these primetime games. Y'all cats are winning Super Bowls, and y'all ain't got half as many primetime games as we got. Because we draw people. See, you either love the Cowboys or you hate the Cowboys. See, you either want to see them win or you want to see them lose. And they want to see the Cowboys lose more than they want to see the Eagles win. That's what it's saying. That's how powerful America's team is. Let's listen on more to see how you can get to be America's team. Now, when the Eagles can do this, they can be America's team.
Yeah, let's listen to more of this bull that he's saying.
By my math, actually makes 8 primetime games for the Dallas Cowboys. Very interesting. Or are you trying to cherry pick statistics to try to prop up another team to build up this faux argument for them being America's team? You know what's funny about the Chiefs? The Cowboys, no matter what's been going on, the players and people involved with the organization have always been the biggest storylines surrounding the Cowboys. They've always been the biggest draw. And we about to get into some cold, hard statistics, by the way. But they've always been the story. The Chiefs, for the past couple of years, y'all haven't even been able to step out of the shadow of an under 6-foot girlfriend of one of the players on the team. Say hi to the Swifties for me, Chiefs. Y'all ain't America's team. Y'all are the Swifties team. And the Eagles, cut it out.
That gets so old, but yeah.
For real. Cut it out.
You said what now?
I said it gets so old, but yeah, the whole game they're showing her up in the. I'm like, yeah.
There's a reason you can smell the asparagus.
Oh, we're actually celebrating something that
what they
y'all
got,
should have been trying to make as much as about y'all as possible. Y'all should have been trying to put as much fanfare into y'all Super Bowl celebration as possible to make sure
what they got.
Something that y'all should have been trying to make as much as a division. For real. Cut it out. Y'all got perpetual little brother syndrome.
Little brother syndrome.
We're actually celebrating something that y'all should have been trying to make as much as about y'all as possible. Y'all should have tried to put as much fanfare into y'all Super Bowl celebration as possible to make sure that everyone would actually remember the Super Bowl that no one's talking about now. Instead, you took that opportunity to once again put the real America's team in the spotlight of success, even when we down. Thank you, Mr. Philadelphia Mayor Man. And the Buffalo Bills, cut it out. Y'all already know what's up with us. Y'all know our history with each other. Now, what's funny about the Eagles and all these other guys is instead of sitting there trying to figure out how they could be the Cowboys, they need to be trying to figure out why the Cowboys are who the Cowboys actually are. You see, this America's team moniker, this actually came into play way back in the 1970s during the NFL Films Expo.
Yep, exactly. When we were grinding. See, when nobody wanted to play on Thursdays and nobody wanted to play on holidays, the Cowboys stepped up and took that mantle and played on those days. And that's how we became America's team. America's team. Don't that sound nice? America's team. Not, what's your team? The Philadelphia Eagles? The America's what? America's scumyard. That's what that is. America
that is not okay. I'm not even going to say nothing about Texas because we know why they'd be calling it America's team. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
America's
Jose, where the introduction called the Cowboys America's team based off of their popularity and then their facial recognition and the success that they were experiencing in the 70s, which, by the way, happened to be the time that the NFL actually secured a major media deal and they started securing national coverage for their league, which led to a ton of money. And it actually coincided directly with the Cowboys being uber successful at the time as well and having some of the most recognizable figures in the sport. So in a way, the Cowboys actually drove the NFL to be what the NFL is today. So they're not just America's team, they're actually the league's team.
NFL team, because we make the most money and they do profit sharing. See, so profit sharing is we make the most money. You guys get paid through us because we are America's team. See, so let this be said and let this be known. We are.
But they're only that's only out of respect for your owner. You know, he's 120 years old, so they figure, you know, they're gonna call you America's team because he's been around for a while.
Yeah. You got to listen closely. We've been America's team before Jerry Jones. I don't know why. What's his name? Clint Murchison sold the team. See, that was way before Jerry Jones ever had the team. We was America's team. See, that will go back to Roger Staubach, Tony Dorsett, all of that, right? Drew Pearson, Tony Hill. See, we go way back. We've been America's team for this long because that's what our cheerleaders were number one. We got the most recognizable cheerleaders. That star is a symbol of excellence. See, that's the most recognized sports emblem in the whole world. All the soccer teams in all these places, Europe and all the other places, and you know they make
your cheerleaders are only recognizable, Luke, because they cheer with their boots on the ground. So it's kind of like, you know, just saying. Okay, but okay.
The number one cheerleading team in the NFL is the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. See? All of our stuff is first class. That's what it is. All of it. See? Eagles, second class organization, second class billings. No major nothing.
I don't know. Well, and then I just got a message that your cheerleaders, yeah, they're recognizable because most of them are this just in. Most of them are OnlyFans.
We don't need OnlyFans. You don't need OnlyFans. Just being a cheerleader. See? That's all you need. Saying you was a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader, that opens up all
of you guys should be actually trying to figure out a way how to thank the Cowboys, because while y'all are sitting there trying to figure out how y'all can steal a petty nickname, the Cowboys are supporting your league. You see the Cowboys brought in.
See? Look at that money difference. Look, let's take a closer look. Can we get closer? Can we get closer and look at that? The Dallas Cowboys. Look at how we're towering. The closest team to us is the Los Angeles Rams right here. See? The Los Angeles Rams. Look, we doubled their money. See, we make twice as much money as the Los Angeles Rams, which is the second closest team to the Dallas Cowboys. Do y'all still want to be America's team? Do y'all want to be America's team? Let's say it like Jerry Jones. How about them Cowboys? Cowboys all day.
That's not the chart. I don't know what chart you're looking at. Oh, you're talking about the blue line going across the page? Oh, that shows who had the most empty seats in the stands during the games.
Yeah, that shows the most profitable worldwide as of 2024 operating income. We're doubling, tripling some of these teams. We're doubling the second ranked team is the Los Angeles Rams. We're doubling them. Look, see what the Los Angeles Rams got. You can put that in us twice. This is why we're America's team. No other organization can do this. Not the Eagles winning Super Bowl. They ain't nowhere near us. They won a Super Bowl and ain't nowhere close. So you need to take that hat off and just throw it in the trash, yo. Because when it comes to money, there's only one America's team.
And $564 million worth of profits this last season, and the closest team to that just happens to be the Los Angeles Rams, which actually in the biggest media market in the entire world, essentially. And they were only half of what we were able to bring in as a franchise. And I don't like bragging about stuff like this, but we got to make this stuff make sense. It ain't all of this about winning championships. It's also the fact that the NFL and these teams, the money that these teams make, it's all collectively bargained, which means the money that the Cowboys make, we put money into each and every one of you funky ass franchises.
Say it again, bro.
The Cowboys on this list. Y'all should be trying to find reasons to thank them.
Thank you. Tell them again. Tell them again.
If you have ever wanted to
thank us. Thank us for what we do. See, we helped y'all out, and y'all just want to bite us. That's all y'all want to do. Y'all just want to bite. Y'all do not know how to act and be appreciative. See, so ungrateful.
Never.
Ungrateful. See, that's called ungrateful. That's called ungratefulness. That's all that is. We pay your bills. See, we pay your bills. Y'all wouldn't none of your teams would have no money without us. See, nobody. Say nobody. Say that with me. Nobody. We doubled the Rams' money. We doubled their money. See.
Listen, you might have did that, but I have to admit the Rams. I could see where they're getting up there. I listen, but their uniforms, they have some nice uniforms. I listen, and I say that very quietly, but yeah, they have nice uniforms. They do. They do.
They ain't got no money though. They broke like y'all. See, they broke. Y'all broke. We're helping y'all out. We're trying to help y'all out with some monies. We're going to help y'all out with some monies. Put some monies in y'all pockets. Put some monies in y'all pockets. That's what we're doing around here. We're trying to get some money in y'all pockets. Did I go?
I don't know. So what do you think? What do you think about this season? You think you guys are going to make a comeback this season? Going to do better?
This season we're gonna we're gonna win the Super Bowl this year.
Oh, exactly. That's what you're calling it. It looks like you and I played the first week. We start off the season together. I'm looking forward to that, Lord willing.
Start that off with a butt whooping in Philadelphia.
Oh, we're gonna have to see if
right as y'all get y'all. We're gonna let y'all get y'all rings, and then we're gonna demolish y'all. We're gonna mollywop the sorry Eagles.
Oh, is that okay?
Remember I said this. Mark this down. We're gonna mollywop the Eagles.
I don't think so.
We're gonna let them get their Super Bowl rings.
It'll be glad they knew what they was getting into when they started us off for the first opening. Yeah,
no, they messed y'all up.
Looking forward to that. Looking forward to it.
They actually messed y'all up. That's what they did. Because they got y'all against the Super Bowl future team, the Dallas Cowboys. I would have told them, no, they need to change that schedule. We don't want to play the Cowboys first. They just got George Pickens too. Oh, heck no. I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that George Pickens mess. That's what I don't want.
Thank us for the fact that y'all even have a team to root for, that y'all even have a team to hate the Cowboys in the name of. Y'all are welcome. We're providing you entertainment. Hell, we provided your entire bloodlines and generations entertainment because the Cowboys have always funded the NFL, because the Cowboys have always been king as it pertains to making money and actually making this thing work, guys. It ain't just about winning championships. Yes, they were successful, but guess what? They were also boo-boo for a period of time, but the nickname didn't go away. They didn't give the nickname away and give it back to the Cowboys when they got good again. The Cowboys have always and will forever be America's team because of stuff like this, because the NFL can utilize the Cowboys to make their bread, because no one else has enough cachet to actually step up to the table and play with the big boys and be up here in the top 3 games in the entire NFL as far as cost per ticket. You see Dallas, Philadelphia, Dallas, Kansas City, Dallas, Green Bay. Interesting correlations there, don't you think? Dallas, the star. We understand. Y'all want to be us, bro. But regardless if we bad or if we good or if we great or if we somewhere in between, it don't matter. Y'all all live for the Cowboys.
The Cowboys.
Y'all play against us, that's the biggest game of the year for each and every one of these fan bases. It will never be that way for the Buffalo Bills. It will never be that way for the Philadelphia Eagles.
I just got a message that this very guy that's talking on here, he was seen yesterday with Eagle down to the socks. He had a whole Eagles. He was out with Eagles gear on. So he's fronting for the camera.
You didn't say Eagle. You got my man Dak Attack floating for the Eagles. This is sad. We're going to get
way to time travel to the year 2025. So yeah, they want to shut y'all Oonga Boonga asses up. But besides that, everyone wants to be.
He said Oompa Loompa. That's funny.
The Dallas Cowboys, and that's
there they go.
America's team.
Cowboys.
And by the way, it ain't all flowers and roses either. You see, heavy is the head to wear the crown. And if you want to wear the crown of being called America's team, you better have thick enough skin to withstand all those cuts that you're going to take as well.
That's right.
It ain't easy. But they embraced it.
It ain't
easy.
It was
their responsibility, because we taking care of this baby that we call the NFL.
That's
And
what
we
we
carrying
do.
it on our backs more than any other franchise in any other league in the entire country. Hell, let's say the entire world. How about?
Oh, brother.
Them Cowboys.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still the ball?
Wow. Wow.
See, you got to understand who we are, America's team, and see how much work that takes to be America's team. See, you just can't get up tomorrow and win two Super Bowls and then call yourself America's team. We don't even know if the Philadelphia Eagles got cheerleaders. Do they got cheerleaders? They might have some cheermen.
Oh, they got plenty of them. It's just you don't notice them because that's right, they're not on OnlyFans. That's why they're not.
Because they're not America's team.
They have cheerleaders, plenty of them.
They're not America's team, but they was America's team. We would know they got cheerleaders. Our cheerleaders are made movies. They got TV shows.
I know. They made movies. I just told you. Well, I wouldn't say that so loud. I told you they're OnlyFans, so you don't want them to know what kind of. You don't want people to know what kind of movies your cheerleaders are making. Okay.
You can Google right now. You can find a cowboy cheerleader movie. A movie. See, we got a whole show. The making of the cheerleaders. Do the Eagles got one? Who want to see the Eagles? Do the Eagles got cheerleaders? Who are the Eagles cheerleaders? Could the real Eagles?
They got plenty of them.
Could the real Eagle cheerleaders step up? We want to see some Eagle cheerleaders. Do the Eagles even have cheerleaders? Do they got anybody actually cheering for them? That's a good question. Where are the Eagles cheerleaders? Can we see the Eagle cheerleaders uniform? Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Let's see. Let's see. They got the Eagles cheerleaders right here. Let me go see. Let me go see about this right here. This is what they said about the Eagles cheerleaders right here. Let me get over here and let's see if we can get the Eagles cheerleaders up here on the screen because we ain't never seen the Eagles.
What are you trying to see the cheerleaders for? Yeah, they be doing the darn thing.
Mm-hmm.
They cheering. They doing what it do.
The Eagles cheerleaders.
They doing what it do.
Let's see what they got going on over here with the Eagle cheerleaders. I don't even think they real. Wait a minute. They ain't. First of all, they hiding. That's the main thing they doing is hiding. See, they don't want us to see the Eagle cheerleaders for real. Let's go to that page and see if we can get a Eagles cheerleader. Oh, look at there. Look, they shouldn't have let me see that right now.
Ooh. They shouldn't have let you see that, Luke. That's just for you, right?
Ooh, they shouldn't have let us see that right now.
Got a senior's discount right there. You got to pull that up. I can't see them. I'm looking at this.
I know. I was trying to get it, but see, it won't play for me on here. I was trying to get. Let me see.
You saw the top of their heads, though. You saw them. We got cheerleaders. Yeah, don't be hating.
No, we ain't hating. We just trying to see them. We see y'all got a cheerleader right there. We see it. We see your cheerleader right there. Let's move it over here. Wait a minute. We don't went too far. Come on, bring it back. And then they got Kelly Green uniforms. Okay, there we go. We got one right there. Oh yeah. That they are really competing with the Dallas Cowboys. Oh yeah. They got boots on the ground too. Look at their boots. They got them cheap white boots. Them cheap white boots they got with when you be with Santa Claus. Whoa, look at that down there. They go down there right there. Look at yonder. We ain't got one of those yet. That's the we ain't got no Donnells yet and our cheerleaders yet. Ooh-wee. I like y'all cheerleaders. Y'all doing a wonderful job. Look at there. Look, she got an action pose right there. Action. Look at yonder. Oh, yeah. Eagle cheerleader. Whoa, look at that. There go Danny. There goes Danny. Yep. There you have it. The Philadelphia Eagles cheerleaders. There you go. I didn't know they exist. And now I know, and knowing is half the battle. Okay. I know now, and I won't talk about the Philadelphia Eagles cheerleaders no more. Danny and Darnell, shouts out to you cats. You guys are real.
Yeah, they were the spotters, so you know.
That's what they are. Well, we don't have any spotters on the Cowboys cheerleaders. Maybe we need to think about.
I just totally made that up, but I'm just,
Yeah, they're the spotters. I mean, they spotters. That's what
it sounded nice coming from a former cheerleading coach, but yeah, I mean, hey,
they spotters.
You have this is a thing now, so hey.
Hey, you gotta do what you do. Cowboys all day. How about them Cowboys? That's what we gonna say all day long. See, that star is a symbol of excellence. See, you ain't never, like I said, when you was little, they used to put a star on your paper. That's when you had excellence. Nobody ever put an eagle wing on your paper.
That star means a lot of things, Luke, but okay. I got that.
A symbol of excellence. That star. See, they used to put the little blue star on your paper at the top when you did good. See, you probably don't remember paper.
Yeah, it also symbolizes wickedness, but we're gonna leave that alone.
It also symbolizes excellence. Excellence. See, how did you find Jesus? You found Jesus by the star.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that one.
The symbol of excellence. But anyway, well, that's our show. Now we done proved to y'all, all y'all people now, you can call in. Let us know who you think America's team is. We already know who it is, but let us know what you feel. We want to, if you want to feel like your team, whatever your team is America's team, by all means, hit us back. If you got proof to show different and otherwise, by all means, let us know.
Yes, we'd love to read your comments in the comment section. Go ahead. Tell us who your favorite team is.
How about them Cowboys? That star, symbol of excellence. Not that eagle over there. See that right over there? That's some crap. You don't want none of that on your head, okay? Nothing like that. And them ugly colors. You don't want them ugly colors. Them colors ugly. Who walks around in green? That's an ugly green. What they call it? Kelly green? What?
I don't know, Luke. Some people like green because it's the color of money, but I'm just saying, who am I?
The star, the symbol of excellence. The prettiest uniforms, the best cheerleaders, the number one team, the most money making, America's team. Beautiful. So beautiful. The most watched team in the whole world. The Dallas Cowboys. See? It's a shame. Not even close. The closest team was the Rams. Only did half. We doubled them. We're gonna end this show right here because I'm just so that
was fun. Gotta say that was fun. Let's wrap it up.
American. Yeah, okay. Because I wanted to do. Go ahead. Say your little piece because
okay, so thank you so much. Again, we'd love to hear and love to see who your favorite team is. Go hit us up in the comment section. Luke's over there flexing his old man muscles. So, but something with that being said, your mental health is important. A positive mentality is a destined reality. Wear your smile, stay positive, and stay blessed until next time. Take care.
And get you some Cowboy jerseys. Stay blessed and stay safe in the street.
Eagles fly.